School staff, what's the most unhinged thing a parent has ever done at your school? I teach 4th grade, and this one mom literally bought the house next door to our school just to spy on her son during recess. She installed cameras on her roof pointing at our playground and would text me photos of him falling down or looking sad. But that was just the beginning. She started volunteering for everything: lunch duty, field trips, even custodial work, just to follow him around. Other kids started calling her son Shadow Boy because his mom was always lurking behind him. She made him wear a smartwatch that tracked his heart rate. If it went above 120 beats per minute, she'd sprint across the street thinking he was having a panic attack. Turns out his heart rate spiked every time he laughed or played tag. Within a month, she was showing up to every single class transition. She'd peek through my classroom window during lessons and take notes on how I taught math. Then she'd email me suggestions on better ways to explain fractions to her son specifically. I started getting daily reports from her, not just about homework, but about his bathroom breaks, who he sat with at lunch, and detailed analyses of his facial expressions during different subjects. She ranked his emotions on a scale of 1 to 10 and wanted me to adjust my teaching accordingly. She discovered her son had made a friend. She began investigating this 9-year-old kid like he was a criminal. She called his parents, looked up their address, and even drove by their house to check if it was suitable for playdates. When the friend invited her son to his birthday party, she demanded to see the guest list, the menu, and a full itinerary of activities. The other parents started avoiding her completely. Then she escalated to monitoring his classroom interaction. She created a spreadsheet tracking every time he raised his hand, every answer he got wrong, and every social interaction he had. She color-coded his daily performance and sent me charts every night. Her son started eating lunch alone in my classroom because she'd scared away all his potential friends. She packed his lunch with a digital scale so he'd eat exactly the right portions. By October, she was requesting daily video calls with me to discuss her son's progress metrics. She wanted footage of him during independent work time to analyze his concentration levels at home. When I refused, she threatened to file complaints with the district. The other teachers started warning parents about her. Families would literally cross the street when they saw her coming. Her son began having meltdowns every morning because he knew his mom would be watching him all day through those cameras. Then she hired a private investigator to follow the school bus and document every stop. She wanted to know exactly how long her son spent at each traffic light and whether the bus driver was taking the most efficient route. She started showing up at parent-teacher conferences with a lawyer, not for legal issues, but to take official notes and cross-examine me about her son's education. She recorded every conversation and demanded signed statements about his daily performance. Her demands became impossible. She wanted me to wear a body camera during lessons so she could review my teaching methods at home. She offered to pay for the equipment herself and even suggested installing a live feed to her phone. By December, she was camping outside the school in her car during lunch periods. She'd watch through binoculars and text me real-time feedback about her son's playground interactions. The final straw came during our Christmas pageant rehearsal. She snuck into the building through a maintenance door and hid in the supply closet with recording equipment. She'd been there for 3 hours when the custodian found her. When security escorted her out, she was clutching hours of footage and crying about missing her son's emotional responses during the silent night rehearsal. While she was being arrested for trespassing, her son quietly walked over to me and whispered, "Mrs. Johnson, can you teach me how to call my dad?"